Grab your feet. They should be on the floor. That's where your feet should be. Not in your butt. Your butt should just be right there in the air, not down on anything. Welcome. Good afternoon. It is Ageless Balance. I am Ron. Today is Band Day. Not Band-Aid, Band Day. Move that off to the side. You ready? Hands like this. Just tap out. You're not really using it for anything. Out and back. So here's what we're going to do when we use the band. We keep the shoulder blades back, even when we're not doing anything with it. We're keeping just a little bit of tension on it, just a little. You want to feel the muscles working on the outside of the shoulders, outside of the arms, out, gripping with the hands. Don't let the wrists do what mine were doing. And that's going up. Keep them straight all the way through. Bands can put a lot of strain on the wrists if you don't hold it right. Out and in, out and in. We're just going to bring that band up as we step out, down when we come in, up and back. Again, a little bit of shoulder into this, rolling the shoulder blades back as you step out, out and in, out. Not too bad. Not too bad. Start putting a little more pressure on it, a little more tension on that band. Work the arms just a little bit more. So as you come up, you can be out in a V and then back down again. Out and in, out and back in. Butt kickers, just hold the band right here for right now. Let's get this part down. Let's get this part down first, shall we? Heel up to the butt. Hands out front. Again, a little bit of pressure, just a little. Don't want it like that. You want to feel the arms working, the shoulders working, but you're still doing that butt kicker. So the knees are pointed toward the floor as you bring that heel up as high as is doable for you. Doesn't have to be that high. You just got to get that going. Feel those muscles working in the back of the upper leg. Those hamstring muscles. All right. Arms down, arms up as you bring the foot up. Arm down as it goes down. Like that. Following the path of the foot coming up. Little bend in the elbows all the way through this. Keep the pressure on the side to side of the band. Up and back down. So one thing you want to be careful with, if you have a band that is really, really light and it's way too light for you and you're pulling on it like crazy, don't. Those things break. Be careful with them. And down. One more time. Up and down. All right. Arms up overhead. Still doing the butt kickers this time as the foot comes down. Bring the arms back and up. So I've got a really strong band here. So I'm not doing much with it. I'm not getting a lot of stretch in it. I don't need it though. I can feel those muscles working as I bring it together. Shoulder blades back, squeezing them, bringing the band down and apart. I'm feeling this in the upper back, not at the neck, but at the base of the neck and back. So don't roll the shoulders up. Use the shoulder blades, those lats to pull the shoulder blades down as you bring the heel up and up, up and up. You can bring that down. We've had enough shoulder for now. So one thing we can do, if you want, instead of hanging on with the hands, is you can wrap it around the hands. Excuse me. However many times you want. Let's do this right. So the band's rolling to the outside on both sides. There we go. And just right there, it kind of holds itself in place. Okay, this time, side to side. We're just going to bring the arms out and out. Tap. Getting rotation through the shoulder. I said we were doing range of motion. We are ranging our motion here. We're increasing it and out a little more each time. Beauty of this, as you're coming across, take that lead hand and pull just a little bit, not a lot, but just give it a little extra pull so you're getting more out of that other arm. That's the beauty of this. And it's a swing and a swing. And now out front, over to the side, and to the other side. So we started out with the swing. Now we're doing a lateral movement side to side, straight across, horizontal, and back, over, and back. Start pulling just a little bit more each time, getting a little more stretch. Don't let the hips turn. There's no stretch in the shoulders if you just turn the hips. None. None. Pull it across, straight across, hips go forward. Out and out. Step back. Step back, will you? I need to change my direction here. So I'm going to go palms down on this. It's going to be much better. So if your palms are facing up, flip that band over, wrap it so the palms are. Try this again. So the palms are down. There we go. Hardest part of bands. Hardest part about bands. All right, got it? You got those bands? We're going to take and step back, arms up, forward and down. Try to get that movement to go together. Lift the leg up. As the foot is going back, the band is coming up and stop. On that front leg, knee is staying over the ankle. All the movement happens in a weight shift right here, back to the ball of the foot on that back leg, and then up and down. Keep your torso upright as you do this, and up, back, bring it up, and back down one more time. So you can get a little more stretch in there as you do this. All right, we're gonna do the same thing, except let's do this part first. Feet apart, hip width apart, just bring the band around to the side, pulling with this lead arm down and then pull back up. And on the other side, range of motion, as well as rotation within that socket, using that lead hand to help just a little bit, little extra stretch with it. Don't go crazy with it because you can. That's the bad thing is you can pull with this front arm, with this lead arm, and really crank on that other arm. And you really need to be careful with that. Once you feel the stretch, you're where you can be. That's it, nothing more. You're not going to give anything else. Those muscles are not going to give. And down. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do that step back and roll the shoulders and up, back, down to the side, and bring it up. And back. Obliques, getting the side of the torso as you step back and bring it up, down, and up. So you can make this as much as you want by how far you step back. Just make sure that on that front leg, you're not leaning, the knee's not going past the toe, and it's not coming back. It stays right there. No matter how far back you go, that knee and ankle have to be in alignment. Back and up, back and up. I hear some crunching going on in my shoulder. Hope that's good. Down and back up again. Plie, just hold the band right here for right now. Feet out, toes out, like that. Heels in, butt right straight back, like this. Down and up. It is a squat, so the knees are going to track over the feet a little bit, but this is mainly the butt going back. So knees come forward just a little bit, butt sits back. This is as if you were sitting down in a chair and then pushing back up again. Feet stay flat on the floor. Knees have to track over the ankles or over the foot. Don't let it cave in. If your knees, you go down and the knees are coming in, you've got your feet too wide apart, you got to bring them in because you've got to work these muscles on the outside of the hips. Hold the foot down and back up again. Down and up. We're going to go up, down with the band too. Roll it down, roll the hips, bring it up. Down and up. Bring it all the way up over the top. We're getting the shoulders warmed up. We have not done this yet. Up and over. And I can feel that we have not done that yet. Down and up all the way over the top. We haven't done that full range of motion. Down 180 degrees all the way up to the top. Roll the shoulder blades back as you do it. So it's down in front, knees over the feet, and back up again. Hold the arms right up here. As you go into that plie, coming down on one side, feel the stretch on that extended side. Push back up to the feet, flat on the floor, mainly through the heels. The rain in Spain falls mainly in the plain. Bring it up. Mainly through the heels. Down. And up. That was from My Fair Lady, wasn't it? Down. And back. One more time each side. There's one over there, and then you're coming back up. Then there's one over there, over on that side. Bring it down, bring it up, and ooh. You ready? Here we go. Into a single leg, single stance deadlift. Single leg, nope, single stand. Stagger step. Down into a hip hinge, right here. Band comes down to the knee, and then the butt goes out, and then bring it back up. I'm going to make the band a little shorter for this one. So I put a wrap around the hand a little more, bring them closer together. Down, keeping the back straight, keeping the shoulders straight, fists pointed toward the floor, and push up, down, and front leg doing the work, driving up and back down. Butt out, hamstring stretch. It's a hamstring stretch. And up. One more time. Down, down, down. Hold right there and come back up. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Check this out. Down in that hip hinge, as you start to come up, bring the arms up, pulling the band a little bit there, and back down. That's why you want to be close together. You don't want the arms way out to the side on this one. So hip hinge, come up, spread the arms apart, and then back down. So it's a V. It's kind of a V. It's a V-ish thing. Up, keeping the back straight, using that front leg to push down, working the shoulders, working the upper back, as well as the hamstrings and glutes. And back down. Okay, here's where we're going to go with this. This gets better. Up, apart, and then roll the shoulder blades back, squeezing it just a little bit more. So at the top, elbows come back just a little bit, up, and back down. So now we're really hitting those shoulder blades. Down, working in that hip hinge, pushing up to that front leg, bring the arms up, going into a V. So the elbows come out just a little bit, and I'll roll them back, bring them forward, and down. One more time. Up, make the V, bring the hands apart, and now roll the shoulder blades back and down. Last one. This is getting so many muscles as we come up, working the outside of those shoulders. And roll the shoulder blades back. Now we're working that upper back hard. Back down and back down. Other side. Other side, same thing. Get into your stagger step. Feet are parallel. Knee is over the ankle on the front leg. Just like that. Down. Just start out with this right now. Get that hip hinge first. Stretch out those hamstring muscles. They're a little tight yet. We loosen them up on the other side. Now we got to do this side. That's why we start out with just this nice, easy down, push the butt back. Feel the stretch going up from mid-thigh right up to the top of the butt. Your bum, your bottom. Down and out and back up. We're going to do that V now as you come up, pushing through that front leg. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out, and making the arms come out to the sides and then back in. So nothing's happening. Elbows stay bent just like that. All you're doing is using those outer shoulders, a little bit of shoulder blade to pull the arms out and then back down again. Up, smooth movements, feet parallel, a lot of balance in this one. And down, and now we're going to go into that shoulder blade contraction, scapular retraction, up, shoulder blades back, forward, and down and release. Up, stretch the band, and now roll the shoulder blades back together. Come forward, come down into that hip hinge, push the butt out. Two more. Out in that V, shoulder blades back, up, and back down. Last one. Bring it up, make that V up, pulling apart, and then roll the shoulder blades back, bring it in, set it down. Water. Water, water is what we need. Water, water everywhere, not a drop to drink. The rain, though, the rain in Spain, that falls mainly in the plain, you know. All right. Band again. Band again. So we haven't been changing the way we hold the band that much. It is the hardest part, right, Nancy? It's the worst. Trying to figure out which way to go with the band. Palms up, palms down, because you got to wrap it differently depending on how you do that so that it comes to the middle. Here's the most important thing is that if your palms are going to be up, bring it so that the palms are up when you wrap it. If the palm has got to be down, which is a lot of them where you're doing that stretch out, you want the palms down. I just let the bands hang at the side. That's the easiest way I found. Otherwise, band goes on top, and then over. And then you can get it and then wrap twice. So that way the palms stay down. You start out with the band on top of the hand, around, and then grab on. And there you go, like that, and back again. All right, next one we're doing is skaters. Skaters. Tap and tap. Arms up, like that. A little pressure on the band, a little bit, not a lot. Just bringing those shoulder blades together. Feel the stretch, or feel the band stretch a little bit. Feel the shoulders working. Bringing that toe around to the back. Concentrating here on not letting the hips twist to start out with. And there, and there. Band down, band up. Band down. Take your time with this. Band up. So we're going all the way. If that doesn't work for you, start here and just go to the top and then back and up, down and up. But if you can, go slower and all the way to the top. Take your time with that full range of motion, bottom to top. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you get to the top, keeping those shoulder blades back through the whole thing. So as you step across, the shoulder blades are always back, chest is always out, not looking at the floor. And as you go across and bring that foot across, you're rolling the shoulder blades all the way back, feel them squeeze together. And then when you go to the other side, it is back to the middle, down, all the way, and shoulder blades back. Up and across, down and over. Last one, up, take it back and down. You ready? Get a little less band in here. I'm going to double it up and just hold on. So we're going to add that twist to it again. So we're going to go into that skater. As we do, bringing that foot around, arm's going to come around. Here's the key. That stationary leg, toe, knee, hip, right out in front. Bring it around, roll the shoulders, reach back, and then bring it around to the other side. Sweep and back. If that doesn't work, you can just bring the foot onto the inside here of the other foot instead of going behind. But try to see if you can get that back behind there just for a little bit. Doesn't have to go way across. You're not looking to get out to the side and get yourself way out of alignment. Just behind it or a little to the outside like that. More important that you're working those obliques right here in that rotation. Use that lead hand to give you a little more rotation. Around and around. Back, down, and up, down, up. Last one. One over there, and bring it back. I might have said that before. If I did, I didn't mean to. Band on the floor. Band on the floor. So, lying on the floor, take your foot. The band should be on the outside of your foot, up the side. Take the band, wrap it around the hand. Here's what we're going to do. Curl. We're going to do a curl like that. Can't see that, can you? Because I'm facing you. Let's do it this way. Up and back down. I want a little more. I want to get that elbow up to, or get that hand up to 90, elbow up to 90, like that, and back down again. The other thing you can do a hammer curl on this one, palm facing down. It's a little easier. This puts a lot of strain on that wrist, which brings the shoulder into it as well. So let's just go with the hammer grip like this and just up and back down, elbow pointed toward the floor. Beauty of bands, you can make these little tiny adjustments. You can wrap one finger and you've made it that much shorter, or you can just take the foot and move it an inch in to give you just a little more tension, or you can move it out to give you a little less tension. Up and back down, feet side by side and down. Up, biceps doing the work. Here again, I've got my elbow right against the torso. Shouldn't be, it should be out to the side here, giving me just so it's not touching. It doesn't matter how far out it is. The closer to the body, the better, but just not touching. Elbow right straight down, making the muscles all the way down the front do the work to hold the elbow out. Because what's going to want to happen, that elbow wants to go back. Up, everything's pulling on it, and you've got to use those muscles in the front to hold it up. And back down. Here's what you can add to this if you choose. Tap out, lift the foot as you bring the band up, and then back down again. So tap, toe up, curl, and back in. Step out, up, down, and in, or curl, just lift the leg if you can, and back down. I'm stacking over that stationary leg, up. This one's really hard. Whole lot of work going on here. All the way down to the foot and back in. A lot of foot in this. Up and back down. One more time. Up and back down. So that's kind of one of those advancements, those modifications up. If it's not right for you, don't do it. Just don't do it. If you're spending all your time trying to balance and you're really feeling like there's just no chance that you're going to get yourself upright or stay upright, like you're really going to fall or you're afraid you're going to fall, I got to use the other foot. There we go. Don't do it. Don't bother with that. Just step the toe out and then do the curl. See if you can get that up for just, maybe 2 counts and back down again. All right, start with just the curl first. Up and back down. Elbow next to the torso, not touching it though. Wrist, however is right for you. I'm going to go hammer grip, palm in and back down, keeping the shoulder in neutral as well as the wrist and the elbow up. If I do an external rotation, everything twists. Get more muscle that way, which also putting a lot of stress. Because with a band, it's always pulling wherever the band comes down. Always. Whether it's on the legs you're doing this, on the ankles, there's always a point that's getting really pulled on more than the rest. So there's a tendency to pull you out of alignment, or it makes form just impossible. And back down. If you're ready with that other leg, tap out, curl toe up, whoa, and back down. See, if I'm going to do that the whole time, I'm just going to give up. I'm just going to tap that toe out, curl, pick it up, and put it right back down again. And in. Up and out. And in. Remember, you want a couple counts out there before you come back in. You want to balance on the stationary leg. Feel that band try to pull you down here. You're using all kinds of work on that other side, all kinds of core muscle to hold you straight. Up and back down. One more time. And down. One last one. 2 more standing exercises. Grab onto the band. Up overhead. We're going to do a squat, but we're going to really focus on the air squat. With the air squat, shoulder blades are back, arms stay up. This forces you into neutral. It also makes it so that it's really possible that those knees are going to go out farther as you try to keep the torso up. Don't let that happen. This is knees come forward a little bit, but it's mainly butt goes back and then push back up again. That is the right form for a squat anytime. It's keeping the shoulder blades back, chest out, pushing through the heels and back up. Knees going forward, really don't do anything except distribute the weight to the front of the foot, which means it also goes to the front of the knee, which doesn't have the muscle strength to pull that up. Otherwise, you're tightening up those muscles through the meniscus, front of the knee in the middle, causing all sorts of strain there. And back up. You want those big muscles in the back of the leg from the heel, heels up. Using those quadriceps, pushing up through the heels, back down, weights back, and up one more time. And back up again. Last one. I said there was one more. Band out. Outside of the foot, just like I did before. There we go. So right foot, band is on the outside of that right foot. We're going to take the band and we're going to rotate. So grab the band and just take it and rotate and push and bring it back down again. Feet side by side instead of a stagger step. Right here, rotate the torso, shoulders, not the hips. Don't let those go anywhere. And back down. Don't use a lot of pressure on this one. Concentrate on that rotation and back. So it's a shoulder press, working the shoulders, working the obliques to get that rotation in there. Up, stopping on the way back. Those muscles staying tight so it just doesn't bring you right straight back. Taking your time out and taking your time in. Time out, time in. Whoa. And back. One more. One more. Up. Up you go. And back down. Other side. So again, This shouldn't be a real big move. If you've got a really light band, you're probably pulling it way out to the side and you can't get any feel on the rotation. It's better to have a thicker band, a little more pressure against it, against the torso, and not go as far. Much better for you. Less range of motion you have on something like this. We're working strength. We want to make sure that those muscles really have to engage. And if you start turning all the way around, everything's going to go with it. You're better off feet tight, right there, down here, push with that outside shoulder, and back again. I turn the hips. Don't do that. Out and back. Outside of that outside leg, that trailer leg out and back. Shoulders rotate, hips stay straight and back. Got to work that glute on the left side, pulling those hips back and down. 2 more. 1 and back. Last one. Push and release. Water, definitely. Chair, absolutely. It's time. Time for the little tiny butts to the little tiny seats. Well, here we all are. I always think fireside chat. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Band goes around your back. It does. Like back floss. I've got one of those real loofah-like towels. Scratchy. I have it for my back. Heaven. It's heaven. My wife is a good Christmas shopper. Hands around. Right here. Got them. Band around the hands once. Going to take the elbows down at a 45-degree angle. Start there. Hands right at the chest. Push out and release back in again. As you go out, those elbows are going to extend, but they're always staying with that little downward angle to them. So you're never having the shoulder right up on the side, coming back, pushing out. That is just an incredible amount of stress and strain on that shoulder joint. So what you want to do is elbows down, out. And here's the important piece. When you get wherever that is, you can't go all the way out. Just roll the shoulders forward, squeeze the chest one more time, and then bring it back in. That's a lot more work for that chest in a good way. And just that little move right there, that is an optimal move. If you're doing a push-up, we do just this little scapular push-up. Roll up, roll back, out, and back. And I tell anybody, anytime we're doing push-ups on the floor, it's really important that as you come out, roll the shoulders forward, get these pec minors, get more muscle, as much muscle as you can through the shoulders, through the chest, out and back. Don't go so far out. So I've got a really strong band. It's pulling me with it. I need to really watch keeping my shoulder blades back. Just the arms go out and come back in. So it's out and in, out and back. One more time. Push it and pull it. Shoulders, outside deltoid, interior, internal, front, anterior. As you bring it in, shoulders or chest right here on the outside, those pec minors, as well as the middle of the chest, the pec majors. All there, all in that one exercise. Palms up. Wrap if you want. Wrap, 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 wrap it up. I'll take it. Scapular retraction. You're not moving anything but the shoulder blades on this one. It's just together and back, out and in. The only muscles you want to feel working are those muscles between the shoulder blades. They're contracting, pulling those shoulder blades together, which brings the elbows back. I'm going to go even closer on the hands. I didn't feel enough pressure back there, so I need to make it a little tighter because it's a very small move. Out. There we go. And back again. Hold the elbows at 90. Hold them right next to the torso. If you let the elbows come back here, we're moving the work completely on this one. You want to squeeze it. You want to feel this in the middle of the back, very bottom of the shoulder blades. Back and up. If we want the top half of the shoulder blades, we'd be holding the arms out up here and doing it. But we want that lower part of the shoulder blade. There's a lot of muscle. It's a big sheathing of muscles that go along the shoulder blade. No one exercise gets all of them. Out and in. Shoulder blades, only thing that move. Take it back. Breathe in. Back and in. Two more. Happy one. And in. Last one. Out and back. All right. We're going to go around the foot. Requirement on foot with long band. Wrap around once completely. If you don't, there's a really good chance that band is going to snap off the end of your foot and in your face. I've seen it. When I first started doing this, I didn't do the wrap. And I saw somebody in one of my classes like, well, we'll never do that again without wrapping. All right, you ready? It's a row. It's a row. So palms in, shoulder blades back, getting yourself in that neutral position, and then just rolling back, squeeze the shoulder blades together and back down. This one, you should feel higher up on the shoulder blades than you did the last one. Elbows back, squeeze from about the middle of the shoulder blade on this one and out. Not feeling enough pressure, come down a little deeper, keeping the back in neutral. Just scooch your hands down the band, roll them back and out. One of my favorite word games is spelling bee. Love that. There's a bunch of them out there. I used scooch the other day. It didn't give it to me. Of course, one of them I used inning and it didn't give it to me. So not sure where that one came from. Squeeze and back out. I like scooch. I think it's a good word. It's fun to say. And back out. So you got a little bend in that knee as you're bringing the elbows back, squeezing the shoulder blades together nice and tight. And relax. Up. And out. Back. Because inning is I-N-I-N-G, right? Kidding. Reverse. Relax. One more time. Back. And in. Fun. This one, tons of fun. Grab onto the band, get the shoulder blades back. Foot up. Pull the elbows in. Back just a little bit. Use that to help you roll those shoulder blades back. So as you pull the elbows in, shoulder blades back, chest out, and then foot goes out. Do not lock the knee out. Little bend stays in the knee. And back in. Not a big bend. Bend. Little bend. Out. And back. This is the one, if you only have a light band, we could run into trouble. I would really recommend if you have only a light band, let me know. I'll get you a heavy band. And out. Push. And back, because lower body uses a much heavier band than upper body does. Shoulder blades are still back. Chest is out. Extend, not all the way. Hold and bring it back. Out. Extending at the knee. And bring it back. Tightening up those quadriceps muscles, those thigh muscles. Which extends the leg and bring it back. Out. And in. Last one. Out. And bring it back in. Switch sides. Wrap. Wrap. Okay, last time we did that narrow row, keeping the elbows in. This time it's elbows out. So going into a hip hinge, little bend in the knee. You bring that back, keeping it straight, right down over that foot, looking right at the toe, elbows out at that 45 again, back and in. Again, don't go all the way out. That works. It's hard on the shoulders. If you feel, you can get out there, but if you feel any twinging at all, out of it immediately. The safest way is just keep them at a 45 and roll the shoulder blades back and back. Out. Squeeze it. And back down. So again, last time we did a narrow row, elbows in. This time we're doing a wide row. This you're going to feel at the top of the shoulder blades. So we had the one that worked the lower shoulder blades. We had the one that worked the middle. And now we're at the top, just below the neck. Keep the shoulders down. Don't let them come up as you're doing this. Super easy to do. Happens all the time. Just be careful with it. Remind yourself not to let the shoulders come up to the ears and back down. I worked with another instructor through a summer and I took all the classes. She was training me and she had to tell me every single time to keep my shoulders down. I got it, but it took a year. Back. And one more. Squeeze and back down. I guess what that says is I'm not a quick study. I guess that's what that says. Shoulder blades back, chest out. Ready? Bring it back and extend. Back in nice and slow. Fight the resistance. Resist the pull. I say that wrong every time. And in. So you're pushing out. And here where the band wants to pull you back in again, slow it down. Be really careful with that knee. You don't want to lock it out. Keep a little bend in it. If you lock it, eventually it's going to start hurting. Bring it in. Push it out. Back in. And out. One more time. And you're there. Let it go. Take it off your foot. You will not need it on the foot anymore. We're going to do one more. Sit to stand. Under both feet. All right. So feet never leave the floor. Flat all the way on this one. So you don't lose it. I'm losing it. Okay. Here you go. Under the feet. Grab down on the band. We're going to go into a hip hinge and then into a sit to stand. As far as you can get with that band. Again, you can really stretch the band out way too far on this one. And it's going to break if you do. You want to be careful with that. So if you couldn't get all the way up, lift a little bit higher, bring the hands up a little bit higher, scooch them up, out, knees over the feet, pushing through the heels, driving up. It is that leg extension we just did. That's what it is. It's the same thing. It's the same darn thing. And down. And here, coming back down again, is a lot harder to stop. When you're coming down to sit down, it's hard enough just with gravity pulling you down to maintain. Here, when you've got the band pulling you as well, coming down is a lot harder. One more time. Up. Coming down slow is a lot harder. Going down is not hard at all. It's easy to go down. It's going slowly. And then setting it down. Cool down. We're done with the band. Band goes away. Bye, band. Check it out. So bands do a lot of shoulder, a lot of shoulder. So let's stretch those out. Hands behind the back. Grab onto the back of the chair, lightly cupping the back of your chair or seat, either one, and then do a hip hinge forward. Great stretch, lower back, and then deep breath in, stomach out, and then exhale, bring the arms forward, roll the shoulders toward the front where you're looking. Feel the stretch all the way up through the upper back as you do that, and then back again. Exhale as you bring your arms back, chest out, into a little bit of a hip hinge. Deep breath in, stomach out, exhale. Feel the stretch through the upper back of the arms. Relax, just relax. It's all good. It's all good. Arm up front, back of hand to back of the hand. Bring it across. Sits bones, never move. Keep the butt flat on the seat. Keep your seat on the seat, no movement. And then take that arm that's going to the back and pull. Roll that elbow back, roll that shoulder blade back. Get as much rotation as you can there. And then play with the arm a little bit, see what feels really good. I get different stretches as I work my way up. No higher than parallel with the floor though. And down. And down. Other side. Back to back. Out. Remember, don't let the torso twist. We're stretching out the upper back to the shoulder on that side, chest on this side as we come back. If we turn with it, absolutely nothing in the shoulder girdle moves. So just the arms around. Taking some deep breaths as you do it. Back. So I always go back to starting with no pressure on and then pull when I go to these different directions, these different angles, because some of them are tighter than others. Some you can't get as far back. And if you try doing it from the farthest point and then just try to go straight up, there's a really good chance you're going to do some damage to that shoulder. So be careful with that, would you? Feet apart, hands on the shins, just roll down. Looking right down at the floor, chin is not coming down to chest. Palms up on the thighs, shoulder blades back, and bring yourself up one more time. Drop down. So you can, this is a nice way to do it. If you can get down this deep, see if you can drop the shoulders down just a little bit more by taking the hands and running them underneath the chair. Getting a little more stretch. Then come back, shoulder blades back, and back up again. Deep dive. Right foot out, a little bend in the knee, toe back. And bow to your toe. Right straight down. Muscles in the back of the lower leg, those calf muscles. Keep the shoulder blades back. Don't lean into that. Taking deep breaths all the way through here. And relax that. Relax. Don't do it. And we want the hamstrings now. So we want above the knee, going up to the butt. Toe relaxes. Shoulder blades are back. Get yourself out to the edge of the chair and go into a hip hinge. And then extend that knee out as much as you need to get the stretch just in the back of the upper leg. Nowhere else. Don't twist. Don't turn. No runs, no hits, no errors. And bring yourself back up. Push off the palms again. Other side. Toe back, knee bent. So when you do the calf muscles, there's a little more bend in the knee as you come down. Hands on the thighs. Keep your back straight. And adjust as you need to. Extend the foot or extend the knee. Contract the knee. Bring it in a little bit if you need to. Just find that perfect spot where it's just those muscles in the back of the lower leg. Deep breaths, fall into it just an inch, maybe an inch. Whatever you can get where it doesn't feel like you're getting any more stretch, even though you're coming down a little more. So you know you are, and you're not hurting anything. Relax the toe. Extend that knee out just a little bit more. And shoulders back. So the most important thing to get into those hamstrings is right here, shoulder blades back, chest out. As much as you can drive those shoulder blades back, bring the chest out and chin up. The more you can do that, the more you're going to feel the stretch. If you don't do that, you could be touching your nose to your knee. Well, no, but you know what I mean? You get all the way down there if you just roll down. And you're not stretching anything except the lower back, which can't take it. All right, you're in. You're done. Hands underneath. Reach. Collapse over the legs. Just bring yourself down and around. Reach. Arms out to the side. Remember, neutral back first. Neutral spine. Arms back, shoulder blades back, chest out, and then deep breath in through the nose. Filling up the lungs as much as you can. Push the stomach out. I like doing it as 2 steps. As I drive that stomach out, I can really feel those lower lungs open up. I know that I've done what I need to do to get that diaphragm out of the way. And now we exhale hard as we come back down, getting all the air out of the lungs so we can get a fresh fill. Last one, up, back, squeeze, and bring the arms down. We're good. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I will see you again on Wednesday. Please come back and I will make sure you get one link and one link only.